anong pong assistance ang binibigay nyo sa hospital, sa patient, to avoid non-submission or non-referral of claims to Philhealth? We have received reports that because of delay in the payment of claims, some hospital have ceased in continuing the certain services of the same. Some fully closed already. I am apprehensive that perhaps one of the reasons kung bakit hindi sila bumabalik is because the hospital shut down already. And for us to be enlightened, Mr. Limshaco, I hope you can give us the details of that total amount of RTH. At least for one hospital, I can personally share with you that there is one hospital in my hometown, Mabini, Batangas. I hope I am wrong, but you can verify. I used to be one of the stockholders. The reason why they shut down is because of the delay in the payment of Philhealth. That's from the point of view of one of the stockholders. Sana wala nang ibang hospital na ganito. Because you know what? That is the lone private hospital in my hometown. And when it closed, it really affected the healthcare system in my hometown. No? And it is hard to understand why the Philhealth, the partner of the government, in implementing this mandate on healthcare system, is the reason why the hospital institutions will be closing.
It has always been a nagging problem on the delayed or non-payment of Philhealth to hospitals. I would like to find out what the real problem is.
Please proceed, Congresswoman Luistro. But before you proceed, the Chair would like to recognize the Senior Vice Chairperson, the Honorable Bienvenido Abante, Senior from the 6th District of Manila. Please continue,
Can we
Congresswoman
please
Luistro.
put again on the screen the last slide? I will be concluding my interpellation on this slide, Mr. Chair. Going over the top 10 reasons for the cases of return to hospital, I observe that these are mostly documentary. Some are minor discrepancy. And I feel disturbed that the purpose of our universal health care is being defeated because of the issues of documentary requirements or minor discrepancies, when in fact, these claims are legitimate claims, I wish to believe. Now, I wish to ask Philhealth, ano po bang countermeasures ang inyong ginawa, itinulong sa hospital to facilitate this RTH and in order to give what is due to the hospitals who have rendered the services already to the patients?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, PCEO Mandi.
Yeah. I will reply, Mr. Chair, and then if I can allow COO Eli Santos to continue answering the query. Ma'am, we hear you loud and clear. What we are doing is we are encouraging, strongly encouraging, actually doing it, face-to-face reconciliation with the different hospitals and doctors. We are doing capacity building also. Kasi what we've found out historically after we have these face-to-face reconciliations, palaging very successful. Something good always comes out of the meeting. But aside from that, ma'am, to address your query, can I ask CEO to elaborate on the other measures we are taking to address this?
Yes, Attorney Dino Santos.
Mr. Chairperson, Honorable Representative Luistro, in line with the recommendation earlier of Honorable Representative Garin, Philhealth is also improving its system. So this system, Mr. Chairperson, Honorable Representative Luistro, involves front-end evaluation, meaning the evaluation, the filtering itself is done in the front end. What we are doing right now, the process
You mean
is-
in the hospital?
Yes, Mr. Chairperson, meaning when PhilHealth fully implements that system, the evaluation now is front end. So in that case, all claims that enters PhilHealth will only be good claims, ready for processing and for payment.
And if that happens, there will be no more RTH.
That's correct, Mr.
Because
Chairperson.
no claim will be reaching the PhilHealth if the claim is not compliant with the requirements.
That's correct, Mr. Chairperson.
But I
Honorable
wish to
Representative-
hear also, anong pong assistance ang binibigay nyo sa hospital, sa patient, to avoid non-submission or non-referral of claims to PhilHealth? Kasi yung statement natin na no claims will be reaching the PhilHealth unless they are complete, compliant, medyo disadvantageous po yun sa part ng patient, sa part ng hospital, na baka kaya compliant lahat ng nakakarating sa inyo is because walang assistance naman na nare-receive ang patient at ang hospital to make their claims compliant.
Before I recognize you, the Chair would like to recognize the Honorable Robert Ace Barbers from the 2nd District of Surigao del Norte. Please continue, Attorney Santos.
Mr. Chairperson, Honorable Representative Luistro, at present, we have, in addition to the strategies mentioned by our beloved President and CEO, Sir Manny Ledesma, we also implement this program called Reach Out. So, Mr. Chairperson, Honorable Representative Luistro, we monitor the level of RTH and denied claims of each facility so that when it reaches a level above 3% or even 2%, Mr. Chairperson, we immediately contact the provider or the facility and inform them of that situation. So we reconcile data and immediately implement measures to prevent these from happening again. So we coordinate closely with the providers so that they will correct their practices, Mr. Chairperson. Probably what they need is more orientation, more training, more education on how to prepare and process claims from their end. So that again, the submitted claims will improve, Mr. Chairperson, Honorable Representative Luis.
And if I may add, Attorney Santos, I hope we can provide also a PhilHealth focal person, hospital-based, who can actually and physically assist both the hospital and the patient in accomplishing all your requirements. And for my second point, I hope there are still chances to simplify the requirements in the process. Kasi kamukha po nung sinabi kanina ni Honorable Garin, if the patient is not so educated, it might be very difficult for him or for her filling in all those forms. But if we can simplify them, kung tawagin ng iba, user-friendly ang form, madaling unawain, I think we will be able to avoid itong mga RTH or non-submission of claims. And for my last point, PhilHealth, kanina po may nabanggit kayo, out of the total number of RTH, a significant number were never returned anymore to PhilHealth. May I know the percentage?
Mr. Chair, can I address the question?
Yes, Sir Mandy.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ma'am, before Sir Renet gives you the figure, no, I just wanted to add to your earlier query. We have what's called PhilHealth Cares. So we have a number of personnel that are nationwide of more than 500 people.
Are they hospital-based?
Who are here to assist all of those in the hospitals walk them through and to help them on anything and everything. And
Hospital-based po ba sila?
hospital-based po. And we are planning to, marami na po yan, more than 500, pero i-expand pa namin yan because we understand po the importance of...
Does it include private hospitals?
Yes po, yes po. Kasama pong private hospitals po.
I hope you can provide to all, average to big,
Yes po.
both private and government hospitals.
Yes po, we realize the importance po. And like I said, although we currently have more than 500, we will expand it even more
And
po.
I hope you can come up also with the necessary remedy with respect to small hospitals if the number of your field personnel are not sufficient anymore to cater the same service to small hospitals, especially in the provinces.
Yes po. Noted po.
Palikan ko po, Mr. Ledesma, yung question ko. Sabi niyo po kanina, out of the total number of RTH, marami ang hindi na talaga ibinalik sa Philhealth. May I know the percentage?
Mr. Chair, Honorable Representative Luistro, the figure that we presented kanina, these are mga claims, RTS claims na hindi bumalik sa PhilHealth. Because once it will be refiled, it will now be received by the corporation and will be, it can be nasa in process siya or nasa paid po siya para hindi magdo-double counting po tayo. Meaning,
No, the context of what I heard kanina, hindi na ibinalik sa PhilHealth dahil hindi na ipinursu ang compliance with the requirements. How many of the total number of RTH were not actually returned anymore? Please do not change the context. I understand your point.
Mr. Chair, Honorable Representative Luistro, again, yung figure na pinapakita natin kanina, ito po yung numero ng mga RTH claims na hindi bumalik sa PhilHealth. Because pag ang RTH claims po na ibalik po sa corporation, it will be
In process.
in process pag hindi pa siya bayad or nasa paid na po siya kung nababayaran po natin ang claims para po hindi po mag-double counting po yung claims po natin.
If that is the case, then that leads me to my next question. Are there cases of RTH pinalik sa hospital, kulang ang requirements, pero hindi na bumalik sa inyo?
Mr. Chair, Honorable Representative Luistro, ito po yung numero na hindi
I
na talaga
understand.
bumalik sa
Please be
PhilHealth.
responsive to my question, Mr. Limsiaco. I understand you were saying na yung figure na present nyo for RTH ay napupunta either in process or paid already. That is very clear to me. But the context of my question is, suppose the reason for the RTH is kulang ang requirements. Reason why you return the claim to the hospital. Mayroon po bang ganyang mga cases ang PhilHealth claim? I believe that the question is answerable by yes or no, Mr. Limsiaco.
Mr. Chair, Honorable Luistro, this figure 2.174 million claims under RTS as presented earlier, ito ang claims na hindi na bumalik sa PhilHealth. Hindi na refile na sa PhilHealth.
Alam mo,
Meaning,
Mr.
sa
Limsiaco,
kanila na po.
medyo confusing yung statement mo kanina. You even asked us to add up RTH and denied. And now you're giving us the impression na itong RTH either dininay, napunta yung figure sa denied. Either in process, napunta yung figure sa in process. Or nabayaran, napunta yung figure doon sa paid. Lalo tayong mawawala doon sa 59.6 billion na ipinapatali namin kanina sa PhilHealth. Are you following me, Mr. Limsiaco?
Mr. Chair, Honorable Luistro, as discussed kanina po, as presented po, again, itong figure na napakita po natin dito, these are still return to hospital claims na hindi na bumalik sa corporation, meaning hindi na po siya na-refiled sa PhilHealth as of December 31, 2024 po.
Can we bring back the slide?
Yes po. Please.
If you're saying that, Mr. Limsiaco, then that is my question actually, no? Pakibalik po yung RTH, denied, and in process na slide. You just stated, Mr. Limsiaco, na yung RTH mo, correct me if I'm wrong, hindi na talaga binalik at pre-process sa Philhealth. Do you confirm that?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Honorable Luistro.
If you're saying hindi na binalik at pre-process sa Philhealth, then why? Earlier you said, itong RTH, kapag binalik sa ospital, napupunta sa in-process.
Okay.
Or kapag nabayaran na, napupunta sa paid. So which is which?
Mr. Chair, Honorable Luistro, as of December 31, 2024, nasa RTS po siya.
The 4,499 million, the RTH.
Yes
That's
po.
2024.
2024 po. As of December 31, RTS po siya. Now, once the hospital will submit the compliance to Philhealth, pagdating ng January 2025, that claims, pag-extract po natin, pagkuha natin ng datos ng January 2025, ma-receive ng korporasyon, hindi na siya ma-reflect as part of the return to hospital, but it will be in process po siya. Dahil yan ay may compliance na on the requirement that PhilHealth requested the hospital to submit, Mr. Chair.
Yes, I'm
Honorable
following
po.
you, Mr. Limsiaco.
Yes po.
So out of the total of 4,499,000, suppose hindi lahat bumalik sa hospital. Suppose ang bumalik sa hospital is only 4 billion. Where will I see the remaining 499 million? Naka-RTH pa rin. Di ba?
Nasa RTS po siya.
By January
Mr. Chair.
2025, the succeeding month after December 2024, ang bumalik sa hospital ay 4 billion lang, nalipat yung 4 billion dun sa in-process, yung 499 million na hindi bumalik, I will be seeing that in January 2025 data. Kasi RTH pa rin ang status niya. Tama?
Tama po.
So, I wish to be confirmed. May mga cases ba talaga, like the one I illustrated, totally hindi na bumalik? And what is the percentage of those cases out of the total number of RTH?
Mr. Chair.
Dr. Pargas.
Yes, Honorable Luistro, I think what SVP Limsiaco said that the first condition is actually the process, wherein we evaluate the claims. If the claims is okay, then it will be paid. Otherwise, it will be returned to the hospital or otherwise denied.
O
And
kaya
then-
nga,
Opo.
I perfectly understand what Mr. Limsiaco said, Dr. Pargas, no? Ang tinatanong ko lang, in actual, mayroon ba talagang hindi na bumabalik?
Meron po, and actually,
Ano pong
sorry.
percentage?
According to the statement of SVP Limsiaco earlier, those numbers are the numbers that were not actually returned to us. They were returned to the hospital but were not refiled.
That 4 billion? 499 million?
I am confirming with the statement of SVP Limsiaco, and he said yes.
That is huge. That is huge. And can you please cite the reason why? Ang laking pera nito para hindi balikan ng mga hospital. Di ba?
Mr. Chair, Honorable Luistro.
We are on the same page, Mr.
Yes.
Limsiaco.
Yes po.
As of December 2024, the total of return to hospital is 4,499,000,000, and to laymanize it, ito'y mga ibinalik sa hospital, to this date, hindi pinaprocess sa Philhealth. Now, what are the reasons bakit hindi sila nagko-comply, hindi nila binabalik sa Philhealth para makaklaim sila?
Yes, po.
Paano sila makakaklaim kung hindi nila aayusin yung kulang at ibabalik sa Philhealth?
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair, Honorable Luistro. As mentioned by PCO Ledesma a while ago, we are engaging the hospital for the claims reconciliation. Now, dito po, inahanap yung mga claims po natin. Dito po nalalaman kung saan yung mga claims. And of course, dito rin po instances wherein the hospital, nalalaman niya na may mga claims pala na hindi binalik kay Philhealth. And dito po, there are some hospital owners na nagagalit sa harap ng Philhealth representative, bakit hindi nyo binalik sa Philhealth ang claims na ito? Kaya po, that's the project of Philhealth in the year 2024 po that we continue right now because nalalaman po ng hospital owners during that discussion, during that confirmation, na may mga claims pala na na-denied na hindi na ibalik sa Philhealth. Now, yes sir.
Sorry. Mr. Chair, if I... actually, ma'am, we hear you. The number is very big. Like you said, no, it's a big number. But maybe to put it in context, if you don't mind, Mr. Chair, this honorable committee, the percentage of total claims of RTH is less than 2%. So I know the number is big, ma'am, but if you look at it in percentage terms, that's less po than 2%. But at the same time, ma'am, we hear
Can you say it again, Mr. Ledesma?
Because you're saying the RTH number, it's a very huge number. I'm not denying that, ma'am, but I also want to say, just to put things into context, the percentage of total claims of RTH is less than 2%. So the number you mentioned, ma'am, is less than 2% of total claims.
Nonetheless, that's still a huge amount.
Yes, agree, ma'am. We agree.
I just want to share my apprehension in conclusion of my interpellation, Mr. Chair. We have received reports that because of delay in the payment of claims, some hospitals have ceased in continuing the certain services of the same. Some fully closed already. I am apprehensive that perhaps one of the reasons kung bakit hindi sila bumabalik is because the hospital shut down already. And for us to be enlightened, Mr. Limsiaco, I hope you can give us the details of that total amount of RTH. At least for one hospital, I can personally share with you that there is one hospital in my hometown, Mabini, Batangas. I hope I am wrong, but you can verify. I used to be one of the stockholders. The reason why they shut down is because of the delay in the payment of Philhealth. That's from the point of view of one of the stockholders. Sana wala nang ibang hospital na ganito. Because you know what? That is the lone private hospital in my hometown. And when it closed, it really affected the healthcare system in my hometown. No? And it is hard to understand why the Philhealth, the partner of the government, in implementing this mandate on healthcare system, is the reason why the hospital institutions will be closing. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That ends my interpellation.
Thank you. Maybe we can request the DOH to provide us with the list of hospitals na mga nag-shutdown due to same reason na sinasabi po ni Congresswoman Luistro.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, the Vice Chairman Abante is recognized.
with due respect to the President, whom I have known personally, even before your time, 2004, I've already been here since the 13th Congress. It has always been a nagging problem on the delayed or non-payment of Philhealth to hospitals. I would like to find out what the real problem is. Because look, we could be able to investigate that today. The problem is still there. Oo. Next year, budget hearing na naman. Oo. Ngayong year, budget hearing na naman ng August. Yun na naman ang pag-uusapan. So we would like to find out what the real problem is when you have all the money. Then you have all the money. Ang iniisip ko, are the minds of the Philhealth officers are all business, or is Philhealth? Philhealth is not just business. Philhealth is healthcare. So we would like to find out what the real problem is. Why until now, some hospitals are not being paid, and that the payment is delayed. Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think there are a number of reasons, no, Mr. Chair, on honorable committee, no. The first is, well, I entered Philhealth around 2.5 years ago, no, and what I found out immediately was, number one, there's a shortage of personnel across the board on all departments. So, Mr. Chair, kulang po.
Personnel saan? Sa inyo o sa hospital?
Sa Philhealth po.
Sa Philhealth?
Sa Philhealth po. So, for example po, kulang po kami ng mga abogado, kulang po kami ng mga finance people, kulang kami ng mga... That's why we have a pending reorg with GCG, which is about to be approved and implemented, wherein we will increase our personnel po by around 30%, no? Ang current personnel ng Philhealth ngayon, we're around 10,000 employees, no? So may increase yan by 30% po. That's the first. Second po, yung
10,000 employees, lahat na yan, from mula sa presidente hanggang sa baba, o yun lang mga sa baba?
Hindi, lahat na yan po, all 17, we cover 17 regions po.
How many lawyers do you have?
I think, estimate number of lawyers, maybe around 40. All over the regions, more than 50 lawyers po.
How many doctors do you have?
Sa personnel po?
Yes.
Doc-ish? Same po, mga over 50 doctors po, all over the region.
Your offices, do you have separate offices from the hospitals, or your offices are in the hospitals themselves?
We have separate offices po.
Separate hospitals?
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes,
In
Mr.
every region?
Yes po.
Okay, go ahead. Continue on, Mr.
So
Chair.
po, another reason po is yung digitalization po ng PhilHealth medyo backward, no? That's why that's one of the advocacies, and talagang tinutulak po kami ni beloved President Marcos, no, to focus on our digitalization, no. Actually, our head of IT, Ma'am Jovi, can update this honorable committee on how far we are going and how fast we are going on our digitalization process. Sir, once that is, Mr. Chair, excuse me, once our digitalization process moves forward, a lot of these issues, especially the payments of claims to hospitals, will be addressed, no. And, excuse me, Mr. Chair, I'd like to think also, like I mentioned earlier, we have improved immensely, no, in our payments of claims to hospitals. Now we average almost more than 15 billion a month in payments, and for the 1 year period, we've increased by more than almost 30 to 35 billion increase in payments of claims to hospitals. So we still have long ways to go, Mr. Chair, pero we can see we are really improving substantially, no? And as Sir Net mentioned earlier, we get a lot of commendations from the different hospitals associations that they are happy with the improvement and the acceleration of our payments of claims to hospitals. Maraming salamat po.
But still, okay, Mr. Chair, we would like to commend you on the improvements, no? But as you have mentioned, there's still a lot to do, di ba? So let me ask the IT about the digitalization of PhilHealth. Find out, kasi digitalization not only speed up the payment, but also it actually checks on the corruption, di ba? So let me ask about the digitalization.